which is why I'd like to talk about the 7 things we need in life to survive and thrive, because it's really relevant to this. Because the overall concept, and this is not just a spiritual thing, it has always been said that we need like food, shelter, air to survive, right? Yet I want to talk about the seven, probably in the order of our needs, in fact. Let's talk about the 7 things we need to survive and thrive. Number 1, it's not really rocket science. We need air. We cannot breathe without air. Although there are obviously people that can hold their breath a long time, at the end of the day, breath is life. Which means if you are not breathing beautifully and you all the time, or you find yourself holding your breath, or it's erratic, or you get anxiety, it's a really good example that you're not really taking in life, or maybe not going with the flow. It makes sense though, doesn't it? Because when you have anxiety, the breath is not flowing, it's fast, it's panicky. But anxiety is also a sign to say you're off path. It's not a bad thing, it is a gift, it's a redirectional tool. So we can either calm down the breathing and get clear by being calm in our nervous system and hear our intuition to say, let's go this way, take the blue option. Green means go. Or we can suppress it and miss the moment. We can take some drugs, we can divert it, we can do nothing about it, we can go down a rabbit hole. We could do all sorts of things. We just need to, first of all, accept it as a sign before it gets out of control. Because if you're going down the road and you veer off slightly down the wrong path and you catch it there, you just can get back on the path, and it takes a couple of minutes of diverting to the wrong road. If you go right down the wrong path and you're off like, whoa, oh my goodness, it's going to be quite a ride coming back. So it's the art of coming back in all the time. Okay, number 1 was air. We need air to breathe. Number 2, water, obviously, I believe. Just in case I forgot these on the spot, I did actually write them down somewhere. Not that I can find them in this second. And then the surprising third thing on the list of the 7 things we need to survive and thrive, the third thing on the list is actually sleep. Now this does not surprise me, having been an ex-insomniac. I literally didn't sleep for 10 years back in the day. Did you know that? Crazy. Well, I did feel like I was going insane. And in fact, I think there's something like 11 days without sleep, you actually literally go psycho. So I wouldn't say I was psycho, but I would definitely say I wasn't my grounded, intelligent, intuitive self a lot of the time. And that, my friend, is also what led me over time to a massive nervous breakdown, a burnout. Not talking about what the cars do. So yeah, that is super crucial. As I've said before, self-love and sleep to me go hand in hand. What one can't heal, the other can. The 4th thing on our list is food. We obviously need food as humans. And then 5, yes, we need shelter in a way that is environmentally obvious. I mean, if you live in a sunny place that you can sleep on the beach all year round, well, that's shelter in itself, as long as the environment is suitable for your well-being. So each to their own. It doesn't say we need a mansion to be happy. When I say survive and thrive, I'm referring to be happy, like happy. This is actually what we need to be happy. So get those first 5 things. None of it says money or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Well, that's not entirely true. There is a little bit of a disclaimer here. We'll get to that. That's not the one now. We do need a form of connection. But this is where, for all of you out there, wanting a boyfriend or a girlfriend, a husband or a wife, or something along the description of that where you've put a label on it as opposed to connecting with other things. We need connection. However, the connection does not necessarily mean by the stereotypical typical movie-like lovers. We need connection. That can be with your dog, as I bang on about all the time, with nature, with yourself, your divine presence, with the universe. Actually have an active relationship with the universe where you literally maybe talk to your guides, angels, or the universe, or you set those intentions and you see the results. You genuinely believe that connection to be true. Because whilst you can get that in a person, often a person will trigger a lot of the stuff, the healing that needs to happen at a deeper level. Relationships are not always that great at feeding our happiness. In fact, if you rely on a relationship to feed your happiness, you'll never be happy. So we do actually require connection, but connection can come through other things, nature, animals, and self-awareness. So yeah, there you go. Now, the interesting thing about the seventh thing on the list of what we actually need to be happy and survive is our self-expression, an ability to creatively express ourselves. So that means finding ourselves, knowing ourselves, being ourselves. It means being on your soul's purpose. And then when you are on your soul's purpose, you tend to have this innate urge and passion to serve the world in some way. And that gives your life, your meaning to life. Pretty magical, right? Pretty magical.